On December 19, 1972, Commander Eugene Cernan and pilots Harrison Schmitt and Ronald Evans returned to Earth after a 12-day expedition to the Moon. Behind a broken feat that would pass to history, the Apollo 17 mission would culminate with a fruitful goal. 380 kilos of lunar regolito were collected, a success that, however, contains a certain contradiction, and that is that few could imagine that this was going to be the last manned mission to our satellite, until now. Before continuing, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and give like to this video, so you can be aware of our updates on space exploration and other fascinating topics. The reason why we have not returned to the Moon contains innumerable hypotheses. As specified in this article, it will never be known whether in a different historical context there would have been such a successful space race. The tension caused by the political situation of the moment led the United States and the USSR to develop an impromptu space race in the midst of the Cold War. Would Armstrong have been able to tread down the lunar surface in 1969 in another context? We will never know. However, the current era, characterized by a maximum rivalry between China and the United States, could be serving as a spur for a new stage of the space race. We could soon discover it. Last week, China's Space Missions Agency spokesman, Zhang Jingbo, announced in a statement that China was preparing an ambitious program for which humans would again tread down the lunar surface by 2030. This progress is significant, given that preparations are on schedule. The new Long March space rocket, the Mengzhou manned ship, the Lanyue module, and the Tansuo exploration vehicle have successfully completed all the necessary tests. The only obstacle will be to test the taikonauts for their future missions on lunar soil. At the moment, Beijing has just sent a new contingent to the Tiangong space station. 3 new space explorers left for the Shenzhou 1 spacecraft and successfully entered the orbital complex of the Chinese Space Agency. This marks a new milestone in Chinese space engineering. The struggle between China and the United States emulates the old competition between Washington and Moscow that fueled the space race. The current Artemis and Chang'e projects, carried out by Washington and Beijing respectively, recall that tough competition for leading lunar missions. Who will come first this time? NASA has stepped on the throttle hard in this new space race. The U.S. agency has announced that it plans to send a manned flight to the Moon by 2026 in the framework of its Artemis II mission. Although on this occasion, the crew will not tread down the satellite, they are expected to fly over the lunar surface. It is expected that up to 84 space missions to the Earth satellite will be carried out by 2030. The exploitation of resources will be the fundamental leitmotif that will guide this phase of the space race. However, the scientific objective should take precedence over the economic interests of the countries involved. A group of students from the San Ignacio del Villar Children's and Primary Education Center has proposed a lunar constitution. This project has gone around the world and is a wake-up call to the international community on the need to regulate human presence on the Earth satellite. The message of these young people has attracted the attention of the Ministry of Education and Science. Their mission has generated a remarkable impact and has led to conversations with astronauts. All this for a good cause: the preservation of a territory that was included in the list of threatened places.